Hello and welcome. This is Rooflemonger, and my friends, it's not often we get big blockbuster news around these parts for fighting games, but you know what? Today we got big blockbuster news because Sony has just bought the rights to EVO, and EVO is now, as per Sony's wording, part of the PlayStation family. So what is happening here? Well, Sony, along with a newly formed venture group called RTS, has acquired the Evolution Tournament brand and basically everything that comes with it. So I know you are now wondering several things, right? Well, what does this mean for EVO for one? And what about the unpleasantness from last year as well? What about that? Well, Tom and Tony Cannon, two of the original three founders of EVO, have put out a statement, which I will read here. EVO would not be possible without the collective passion and collaboration of the fighting game community, and we're deeply grateful for your dedication over the last 25 years. We know last year was challenging due to the pandemic and the circumstances surrounding cancellation of EVO Online, which was a very big deal, involving a former team member who has been completely separated from our company. We want to reaffirm that harassment or abuse of any kind has no place within EVO or any of our future events, and we're taking every precaution to make sure members of our community will always be treated with the respect, dignity, and decency you deserve. In order to deliver on the trust you've all put in EVO, we realize we need an experienced strategic partner who truly respects the spirit of the FGC. This is why we're excited to announce that EVO has become part of the joint partnership of Sony Interactive Entertainment and RTS. The new partnership is committed to bringing amazing tournaments and competitive gaming experiences back to you this year and beyond. We're thrilled to work with the teams of PlayStation and RTS to bring EVO 2021 online this August, so yes, it is coming this year. More information on the event will follow, and I do have more on that. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for your continued support, Tony and Tom Cannon. And that is effectively that. So the issues of last year have been excised, and EVO will be returning this year as an online event again because, hey, guess what? 2021, the whole pandemic thing, we're not exactly doing the best getting ahead of that, right? So before we get into some of the larger ramifications of what's going on with EVO changing ownership, let's talk about EVO 2021, because EVO 2021 is coming back. It is online again, and it'll be taking place throughout August 6th through the 8th and the 13th through the 15th of August. And the games available for play will be Tekken 7, Street Fighter 5, Mortal Kombat 11, and Guilty Gear Strive. We've already gone through this song and dance before last time, but games with less than viable netcode, you know, your Dragon Ball Fighters and your Smash Brothers of the world, in a purely online environment, they're just not going to cut the butter, right? So we got to focus on games that have workable online. I'm sure there'll be more details coming in the weeks and months to come, but that is the bare details for now. These are the dates, and these are the games we got. EVO Online 2021 will be held across 4 regions: Asia, Europe, Latin America, and North America. Little disappointing, there's really no inclusion for like Middle East and Africa, but hopefully we get better to that in time, because those guys are always kind of getting shorted, honestly. For other smaller details, I'll provide a link here. evo.gg has the details. With that all said, now let's look at some of the grander ramifications for this, because to be all the way real, Sony is not buying this to help out people other than Sony, right? Now that said, it already has been put out here. Markman has put out a statement that EVO is indeed open to all platforms. The team at PlayStation and RTS are enabling us to continue working on our community to support fighting games. But that said, where it's an option, I am very sure the PlayStation version will be the one used over other consoles. What does this mean for something like Smash Brothers, a Nintendo property? Well, they do indeed state here, as per Markman, it is open for all platforms, so I don't really see any issue there. And honestly, the biggest threat to Smash Brothers at EVO isn't PlayStation, it's Nintendo, right? If you know your EVO history at all, the greatest threat to Smash Brother in any tournament scene, really, is Nintendo themselves. But other than that, Sony always been interested in the fighting game scene more than other platform holders. Part of the reason the Street Fighter V launch exclusivity for consoles went to PlayStation is because they were effectively, for lack of a better term, they were buying the FGC, because where Street Fighter goes, so does the bulk of the FGC, and you know what? It absolutely totally worked. So I'm sure there might be more such deals in the future, perhaps. We already know the upcoming Guilty Gear Strive is console exclusive to PlayStation. Perhaps King of Fighters 15, it might be again, because KOF 14 was only on PS4 and PC, so it might be PS5, PS4, PC, who knows. And we also had to talk about the Cannon Brothers for a moment. So the Cannon Brothers themselves, they're pretty big deals, right? You ever heard of GGPO? Hey, you can thank them, because they're the brain trust behind it. And both of them right now, they both work at Riot Games, and they're both basically the head honchos, if you will, of the upcoming League of Legends fighting game, Project L. Now, this deal, in and of itself, it doesn't mean anything necessarily between, PlayStation and Project L, but I think it's a safe bet towards opening a bridge that Project L will more than likely appear on a PlayStation console at some point. Speculation, sure, but hey, let us have our fun. There's literally nothing to talk about Project L, so speculation's all we got. But yeah, all in all, this is just really, really big news. EVO is, simply put, the biggest possible deal in fighting game tournaments. And yeah, we had our issues last year, to be sure, but hopefully now getting, bigger partners involved that helps, put that under the bridge, we can move forward to a new, better, and brighter future. I am very certain there will be more news, more branching items to talk about in the future thanks to this very big announcement and this very big get for PlayStation, but I guess for those, we'll have to wait and see where the chips fall and the chips lie on that, but it is just a very, very, very big deal in the end. So, all in all, with all this said, let me know what you think. Once again, for the FGC as a whole, this is very, very big news. EVO's back, we're getting EVO Online again, and oh, by the way, one of the major console holders now effectively owns it, right? So that is not nothing. So let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. And other than that, well, I guess that is the end of this video. So my friends, hey, thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well, and go out and play some fighting games.